Simplicity, and welcome back to part 3 of the unnamed build with me, which by the time this goes up will actually have a name. But as of right now, it doesn't. So in the last part, we went ahead and added some stairs, and I think I want to go ahead and finish off the backyard. So I think I'm going to go ahead and add in some fencing so that we can kind of get stuff going, and I know I'm going to plan this out. So I'm going to take this little base game one here, the bumper crop redwood fence, and I'm going to use it in the brown tone it comes in. And now we don't have, sorry about that you guys, we don't have a whole lot of space. So I'm just going to drag this along. It's probably going to look really funny, but I do this kind of like every 3 and then I stop it so that it kind of has like the little bumps in the fence and it isn't completely smoothed out. But you guys can do your fence how you want to do your fence. This is just how I do mine. This is also a more recent thing. I used to just drag my fence along and away I went. But I like having a little bit more detail with like the, I don't know. But we should probably have more of a side yard on the slot, I would say. So I'm going to drag this out just a bit so that we have a bit more space. It's not going to be completely even, but I do want to have a bit more of a side yard just because we need to have a little bit, just a bit more space to be able to do something with. Okay, I think I'm going to bring this out to here and then just drag this nice and across just like that so that we have a little bit more of like a side yard. But yeah, the yard is definitely interesting. And then I'm just going to use the double door that came with this, the bumper crop redwood gate, and just plop that right there. And there we go. But yeah, so the yard is definitely a bit small, but that's what that looks like. You guys can also do this in white if you want. I just like adding a little bit of contrast with my fencing and not having everything white, but it would also look quite nice if it was white. So I'm going to go into the terrain paints here, and we're going to go into dirt and sand, and I'm going to take probably just the dark dirt here, and we're going to take the middle circle and just place it back here in this corner. Just kind of add some dirt back here so that I can add in a tree. And then I'm going to take the big circle and we're going to do the same thing on this side because I like having trees in my backyards. I don't know why, that's just something I've always liked doing. And then we're going to go ahead and hop in a tree before I forget to put them back here. Because I do that in my speed build. Sometimes I'll go and like place down the dirt and do what I'm doing and then I forget to do it. But okay, so I'm going to wait for my trees to load up. There is a few little trees that I actually typically like to use over some of the others. I like to use the ones from Pets and I like the ones from Supernatural. So that's really about the only trees I ever use is Supernatural and Pets. I have a lot of custom trees, but I don't actually use them. But I've got this tree here that came with Pets that I don't think I'm actually loving as much as I thought I was. Okay. Actually, that might be an into the future tree. That might be why I'm not loving it as much. But I like this little red one that came with Pets. This one I know came with Pets. And I'm going to go actually use the bigger version of it. It's a cottonwood tree, but it's so pretty. I really like the orangey tones of it. And then I'm still not sure about that tree on the left. But I'm going to leave it for right now. Because we're going to go ahead and grab some rocks, I think. Because I do like, this is just another little small detail that you don't have to do, but I like doing. I add rocks to the outsides of my gardens. I don't know why. It's just, that's what I do. And then I just kind of like randomly rotate them and just place them down. Now if you hold on to Alt, they don't lock onto the grid, which is a very nice tip. But yeah, so I will, like, for that one that I just put down in the corner there, it was on Alt. I feel like I need some more rocks. Like, I feel like there's not enough, and there needs to be one right here in the middle. So, maybe if I move this over, and then place down another one like that. I never get a chance to use like the really big blocks. I only end up using like these teeny tiny ones. But okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing over here. Just add in some blocks just around. You can place them down however you wish. I just kind of rotate mine slightly. Okay. So for over here, I'm actually going to have to turn on move objects on. Now, I'm filming this in the same days as the last part, so if you're not doing this the same time, go ahead and turn on testing cheats enabled true. Again, I will have all the cheats linked down in the description if you guys are interested. Or at the end, if you're not wanting to build this but wanting to just watch it, you can do that too. Because I am going to actually put this house up for download whenever we finish. So, I'm going to go into flowers here, I think, and we're going to go ahead and grab these little red bushes. I don't know what they're called. Actually, no, let's go with these. The cute little yellow daisies. And just add them in around the bottom of the tree. And then, kind of want like a smaller flower. These little yellow flowers here as well. I really like yellow for plants. I think yellow brings in like a lot of like happy colors. And then we'll go ahead and grab, maybe we'll just do all yellow for this one. There we go. So it does look a little bit crowded, but I like the looks of it. And then for over here, maybe we'll do something different. So I'm going to take the classic daisies, maybe not. Maybe we'll do the red azalea on this side. Because I actually do really like the red azalea. I think it's really pretty. And then maybe we'll just do some classic little daisies down here. The cute little white ones. Just to add in a little bit of color. And then we can do... What else do we have that I can add in here for some pops of color? Maybe we'll do these pink ones that came with the base game. And there we go. Very cute. There is some little like empty spots, so I'm just trying to see what I can find to like. Maybe I'll throw like a few little dandelions in, just for fun. I don't know. But there we go. So now that's all nicely filled in. Just like that. And then there's our trees for the backyard. Now I'm not done with trees. I promise you I'm not done with trees. But I'm going to go ahead and go into stone and pavers. And I'm going to take the slate stones and I'm going to go ahead and make some little stepping stones. I'm going to take the medium one and bring that up. But yeah, I like doing little stepping stones. Just to kind of like show you where the gate is. And I just think it's like a nice little touch. I think I've ever actually seen anyone else do this. Whenever I watch speed builds. But I just do like a few little nice little stepping stones, just like that, just leading you up to the gate. You don't have to do this. You can decorate the outside however you wish, but this is just how I like to do mine. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in the driveway. So I'm going to go ahead and drag this down because I'm not the best at making straight lines. Not my thing. And then over here I'm going to put in a garden, so I'll close that off as well. But yeah, I do everything with like floor stuff because I'm not great at drawing it in myself. So I'm going to go ahead and use the sidewalk from university, I think. I do have some custom ones that are literally the same thing. But I'm going to go ahead and use the side to walk on from university because it's my favorite to use as a driveway. So we're just going to go ahead and just drag this nice and down right here. Just making a driveway. Nothing all too difficult, just fill in the nice little square. And there we go. So there's the driveway. And then I am going to go ahead and fill in the inside of the garage with this as well. I should have probably added more little floor tiles, but it's fine. If I get it on the outside, I get it on the outside. I won't be surprised if I do. But I'm just going to go ahead and keep just kind of filling this in. Nice and simple. Just like this. And then I will go ahead and fix the middle as well, but I like to get the outsides first. and then just drag that nice and down, just like that, and I'm going to turn it around just to make sure that I've got the edges. Okay, so it does look like I did this time. So there we go. There's our driveway and our garage. Nice and simple. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this small little dark dirt and just fill this in right here, because I do want to add in some plants right here. So we're just going to go ahead and add in some dark dirt, and I promise I will add a pathway up to the front door as well. I just haven't decided how I want to do that part quite yet. I'm going to go ahead and delete these floor tiles out from here. And there we go, very nice. Delete that one too. And then I can go ahead and delete all of these out, just like that. But there we go, so we've got a driveway. Do need to add in obviously a pathway to the front door, because it does look a little bit strange. I just don't know if I want to do the same thing or not. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to try this. Now this is probably going to be really messy. I'm going to fill in a... I don't know how I want to do this quite yet. Okay, so this is going to be really messy, because as I said, I'm not the best at drawing straight lines. But I don't want it to be like completely filled in. Like I want it just to kind of be like a nice little line where it's like nice and curved. But again, I'm not really good at this. So it's going to be really, really messy. Because I do want to add in like a bit of a garden up here at this front part here. So, I don't know. I'm going to take some floor tiles and just kind of map this out so that I can fill this in with dirt. Because as I just said, I do everything with floor tiles, because if I don't, I suck at it. But I'm going to go ahead and erase this out here, because I do want to fill it in with some dirt. Okay, I'm just going to take the dark dirt and we'll just kind of fill this in. Nothing much to it, just filling it in with some dirt so that we can have some more plants. And there we go. But again, you guys can decorate this however you wish. This is just how I'm choosing to do mine. And then I do actually have to go in and fix the sidewalk, because obviously you guys can see it's not even in the slightest. So I'm going to go ahead and try and do this. Well, it's like... Maybe I'll use a square for this part. There we go, okay. So that's not awful, it's not great by any means, but it's not the worst. I don't like this little curve here because it's not even. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get it done the way that I want it to look. Yeah, this isn't going to end up working for me. I'm probably just going to end up dragging it like across with like a square. Let me see. I'm going to place down some floor tiles, see how it looks if I bring it all the way down, instead of me trying to be nice and fancy with it. Because I have a feeling it's going to look a lot better if I just do it nice and straight. But that's just me. So I'm going to go ahead and, again, just take this and just fill this in. Which is going to look a lot better than what I was trying to do. So I should stick to what I know and not try and be nice and fancy. There we go. See, that looks better. Alright, so there's our driveway and our pathway to the front door. I am going to go ahead and take the little fencing from the base game, this one here. The Fee-Fi-Fo fence. And I'm going to use the white one. And I'm just going to go ahead and trace the outsides of the garden and the driveway just like this. And then we'll go ahead and section this one in over here. And then come over here and do this side. There we go. Just adds a little bit more detail. And I feel like it just looks a bit nicer than it just being kind of like nice and random. I didn't actually fill in the garden part, so I'm going to go ahead and just close that off right here as well. There we go. But yeah, so it just adds like a little bit of detail. It's nothing extraordinarily, but I do think that it looks better to have it like this. But now I'm tempted to add in some more stepping stones. So I think I'm going to go ahead and add in a few more little stepping stones, just like this, just to kind of close it off. There we go. So now we've got 5 little stepping stones, and I just think it's really cute. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add in a tree, probably right here. So we're just going to take the middle circle and just put that there, and then I'm thinking of doing the yellow one from Pets is my idea right now, but I do want to add in actually a fence to the front as well, which I want to just kind of map out before I put in the tree. So I'm going to take the low shrubbery fence, just kind of place that right here, and then drag it back to the other fence. There we go. Very cute. And then I'll go ahead and use the low shrubbery fence over here as well, maybe? Actually, no. That's not what I want to do. I'm going to drag the low shrubbery fence along the side here, but then I'm going to stop it, probably right here, and then I'll go ahead and do the same thing, but I'm going to actually do like full-on shrubbery on this side, I think. But then I want to take the white little picket fence and drag it across right here, like that. That's kind of cute. Okay, I like that. I am going to actually get rid of the shrubbery fence on this side and add in the white picket fence to this side as well, just to kind of even it out. I didn't even draw it in the right spot. Okay, try again. And there we go. So it just adds like a little bit more detail, and I do actually really like it. There we go. Okay, see, we're coming along. We're coming along. I'm going to move the trash can over here behind the fence. And then we'll move the mailbox probably up in front of the garden here, maybe. That probably won't be its permanent spot, but we'll see. I'm going to hop into trees, and we're going to go ahead and see if I can find that nice little yellow one from Pets, because it's my favorite tree of all time in this game. I love it, and I have to use it in every single one of my houses. This one right here, the yellow cottonwood tree, I love it. It's my favorite tree. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that right there. So there's just a little nice pop of color in the front of the house, and it ties in really well with the house, which is always really nice. But then now we've got to go ahead and fill in the gardens that we made with the dirt, which is a little bit of a pain, but we will make it work. I might actually use this hydrangea. It's kind of like a purpley blue color. I don't use it very often, but I feel like it might tie in nicely with the front door. So that's why I'm thinking that one. Just so you guys know, landscaping, like gardens, isn't my thing. I'm good at trees. But when it comes to like adding in like flowers and stuff like that, I'm not the best at it. I'm going to go ahead and take the boxwood out of the shrubbery section, because it's actually a really good fill-in for empty space. If you guys can hear that, I'm sorry, there's like an airplane or something. But, and then I'm going to take these little circle-y ones and just put them on the sides here, because I like to add those in. It just adds a little bit. I don't want that. I don't want that either. Sorry, I'm just kind of like planning this out in my head, because I don't want anything that's going to like cover the window. I haven't even placed those ones on the ground. They're like sitting on a floor tile. So I'm going to go ahead and move these. Pop this down. Okay, so I didn't even place you. You're on a floor tile too. Alright, so I'm just going to move these back, because they're not going to cover up the window, but they add like just a nice little touch. And then put this one back here. Okay. And then I'm going to hop into flowers and probably just take some of those little like flat flowers that you can lie on the ground. I just don't know what ones. Maybe we'll do the daisies. We'll use the daisies of our lives and just fill that in at the bottom here, just to add just a little bit more detail. And I actually kind of really like the looks of that. because it's not like too distracting, but it's not like too bare either. So it's actually kind of really nice. And now I do want to add in some flooring for the deck before I forget. So we're going to go ahead and hop into stone. I'm just going to probably end up using one of the base game ones, because there's actually some really nice base game stones that I like to use outside. So I'm probably just going to go with maybe this one and just fill that one in. It's kind of like the warm tone one, I don't know, and I just realized I haven't filled that in, so I'll fix this. And then I gotta add the edge up at the top. And there we go, part 3, and I did that a while back and I didn't fix that, but I got it now. And then we also have the stone out here as well, so it's already copied over, which is great, because then I don't have to really like focus on doing that, which is nice. Yeah, so that's what our house is looking like so far. I know we haven't gotten to the inside yet, but I am really liking how this looks. So I'm going to go ahead and take the same stone that we used and just throw it into the garage. This is just typically what I do. If I use a stone, I'm going to use the same stone in the garage and just fill it in completely. I don't know why it's glitching out in black, because it is covered in. But that's just typically what I'll do, is just use the same stone, just throw it in here. But it's being a little bit glitchy right now, so hopefully I'm able to fix that somehow. We'll have to just kind of wait and see. But yeah, that's about it. It's all nice and covered up, and that's how I do my garages. I'm going to go ahead and save my game after this part, and hopefully then my glitches are gone. But we'll have to just kind of wait and see. But see, so it is all covered up at the bottom here as well. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this part up here, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this part. If you did, you can go ahead and hit that like button down below. If you guys want to see some more videos from me, you can subscribe. And if you're already subscribed and want notifications when I post, you can go ahead and hit that bell down below. And I will see you guys all in my very next video. Alright, bye guys! Watching it end again and again. I feel it in waves, you follow me, drift into places I should leave.